So let's start by paying homage to the Buddha. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. So today we will learn the lesson 7. You know, lesson 7 is optative mood. So optative mood or potential mood also. Optative mood by determination or potential mood by determination. You see? So the word potential. So that is why, to express the potentiality or possibility. So commonly we use this by determination. So that is why here in the paragraph number 23. So the optative verbs are used to express, supposition and then doubt and possibility and mild comment and request or invitation and also catch-up question or polite question and so on. And also praying or wishing. Okay. So, okay, and then, so this verb determination equivalent to the, helping verb in English. So those are here, may or might or should or would. Okay. So that is he may run also as the, imperative verb. So sometimes they say their sense, so, slightly the same. Okay, whatever maybe. So, roughly we need to remember these words, may, might, should, would. So that is right. The verb so Dawi, yeah, he may run, or he might run, he should run, or he would run. So in this way. Okay, that is roughly. So, but in the sentence, so at the time, in this case, so the sense of supposition or the sense of doubt or the sense of possibility and so on, based on context, we can understand. So that is roughly, we need to remember these words to practice, basically. Okay, so now those potential mood or optative mood by determination. So to remember easily. So optative mood by determination. Yeah, also there will be singular or plural, and then the person So before going to the third person, we should go to the second person. So second person, in the present tense. So see, right? And then ta. Okay, and then so first person, me, and then ma. So si, ta, mi, ma. So before the those, that person singular is iya. Okay, iya. And then so plural is iyo. So iya and the iyo. So to the present tense verb termination second person singular. So by adding the that iya, okay, iya. So and then that become the noun. So iya si. That is optative mood second person singular. So just to the adding that person singular, see, but short verb become noun. So the same way here also, so to the second person plural present tense by adding the iya, ta, and then that become the noun. So iya, ta, iya, si, iya, ta. So we already learned the present tense, right? So that is, if we remember present verb termination, so we can remember optative and the imperative and the future also. They are partly related. And then, so here also iya, so become noun iya. And then the same way, iya in this way. So iya, iyon, iya si, iya ta, iya mi, iya ma. Okay. Iya, iyon, iya si, iya ta, iya mi, iya ma. That is common form or basic form. Common form or basic form. Okay. So and then, so this area can be contracted as a. Okay, a. So sometimes we can see a, sometimes only a. So for example, we have the Dawa base, right? Dawa base. So to the Dawa base, by adding the a, so we have the Dawiya. Okay, but sometimes, so instead of the Dawiya, Dawiya and the A get dropped. So that is an only contracted from A. So Dawi also, that person singular can be. Okay. So now why this verb termination contracted as the A to the A? So you see here A and the ya, double syllable. So two syllables, but A is a single syllable. A is a single syllable. So that is here da, we, ya, three syllables. But in the contracted form, da and the we, only two syllables. So such a contracted form are used in the poetic writing. In Pali poetry writing, we call it gata or stanza. In Pali, gata, maybe stanza or buzzes. So in buzzes, we all formal buzzes are limited in number of syllables. So at the time, if we choose this dawiya, maybe more than syllables, then the limitation. So at that instead, we can use the dawi. So in this way. In the poetic system, we can see like the Jataka or Dhammavara, and maybe Sutta Nibbada in Pali Canon. In the poetic system, we can see such a contracted form. So we need to understand, Dawe is contracted form of the Daweya. Okay. So now you see, Iya can be contracted as a. So if you understand that point, this ERC also, ER is contracted as a, and then by adding C. So we have the another contracted word is AC. AC. ER is contracted as A, and by adding C, so AC. So, or the other way, ARC, contracted as a AC, as the second person singular, to reduce, syllable in verb form, especially for the, poetic writing. So the same way, Eata can be contracted as a eta. Okay, and then, so now you get it. Eami, so contracted as a Amy. And then, so Eama contracted as a Ema. Okay, so Ea, Eo, Eac, AC, Eata, Eta, Eami, Emi, and then Eama, Ema. Okay, so here Eo, we don't have the contracted form. We don't have the contracted form. Only a single form, a single one. Eo, because only 2 syllables. So if we contract it as a just a, maybe confusable with the singular, that is right, only Eo form. Okay, Eo form. So now comment. So verb termination for the optative mood. So that person singular Ea, A, plural Eo. Second person singular ERC, AC. Second person plural Eata, Eta. Past person singular Eami, Emi. Past person plural Eama, Ema. Okay, so now we can form this Dawa base. So we will have Dawa and the Iya or A. So we have the 2 form, Dawiya and then Dawi. Okay, but for the Tabasan plural, so Dawa and the Iyo. So we have this form, Dawiyo. The same way, so Dawa base, and then so ERC or AC. So we have 2 forms, Dawi, Yasi, and then Dawi Si. Okay, so different from the present tense. In present tense, Dawa Si, but here is, you see, Dawi Si. And then second person plural, so Dawa base, and then Iata, and then Eta. So we have 2 forms. So Dawi, Ya, Ta, and then Dawi, Ta. The same way, past person singular dawa base. And then me. So me. Okay. So from the me, we have the dawe, me, and then so dawe me contracted form. So the same way for plural. So dawa base, and then so ma and ema. So we have two forms, dawe, ma, and then dawe ma. So in this way. So that is for ending. Base is ending. Dawa base. So now we have the so dawiya dawe yung. So dawiya si so dawiya ta and then dawiya mi so dawiya ma. So in this way, the same form, all of the base ending in the so same as the dawa base. So getcha, getcheya, getcheyo, getcheyasi, getcheyata, getcheyami, getcheyama, getchema. So all of the ending base are the same as dawa. So the same way wasa mean to live. So wasiya, wasiyo, wasiyasi, wasiyata, wasita, wasiyami, wasimi, wasiyama, wasima. And then data base. So dateya, dateyo, dateyazi, dateyata, dateyami, dateyama, datema. So if you remember base, you can form the present, or imperative, or optative, or future. Any verb you can form easily. But you need to remember those verb termination. By remembering these verb termination easily, so you can translate or you can understand the meaning also. So if you won't remember those verb termination, so that will make you difficult to understand the meaning or present or future or imperative or optative or something. Okay. So now let's move to the ending base. So ending base is we have the ki na, right? So ki na and the ya, etc. So we have in this way. So ki ne ya, ki ne yung. That is third person singular and plural. So ki ne ya si, ki ne si. So ki ne ya ta. So ki ne ta. And then ki ne ya mi. Ki ne mi. So ki ne ya ma. No, ki ne ma in this way. So we can form all of the verb, all of the base ending in the R, the same as ki na base. So na, su ne ya, su ne yo, su ne ya si, su ne si, su ne ya ta, su ne ta, su ne ya mi, su ne mi, Suniyama, Sunema. Okay. So, okay, way of forming is in this way, very simple. Now the meaning of that one also, you need to remember, may or might, or should or would. Okay. May or might, should or would. So that is why here. So for example, the last part. So Dawiyama can mean, or Dawima means, we may run, or we might run, or we should run, and then we, would run in this way. So using those auxiliary verb or helping verb, we can translate these optative verb into English. So now let's move to the next base is O. So karo. Sorry. So here karo also, kariya, kari, kariyo, that person singular and plural. Now second person. So kariyasi, and then karisi, and then kariyata, so karita. So here, contracted form are very important. So maybe in the exercise, when we see just kari or kariyasi, so at the time we forget it. Oh, this one is imperfect optative, contracted form of the optative or something like that. So very important. We can see that one. And then, so kariyami, so karimi, kariyama, and then, karima. So all of the base ending in the O are also in this way we form. Okay, we form. So very simple. And then last is A and like the DC. So DC, but already ending in the A, DC, yeah. And the contracted form is DC. Look like the base, you see? It look like base, DC. But base alone, we never use in a sentence. So that is why we need to understand that point. So DC, and then DCC, DCC. So this contracted form are also look like the present tense. So that is why, very confusing, but sometimes, we need to check which one is possible here. And then DC, yata. So DC, ta, here DC ta also. And DC me, so DC me, and DC ma, so DC ma. So here in the, base ending in the A, so DC also exactly the same as the base, and also here DCC and the DC ta, so DC mi, DC ma. So they are actually contracted form of that DCRC, DCRTA, DCRMI, DCRMA. But, in the sentence, or for example, in the stanza, so at the very beginning, I already introduced. So those contracted form are commonly used in the poetic system, poetic writing. So even the poetic system, we see, DCC or DCTA. Okay, DC me or DC ma, any one of them we form, we see. So they also possible as a present tense. They can be present tense also. So which one should be? So at that time we need to take the help of the commentary of that stanza. So in the commentary, or in this case, not present tense, the optative, or in this case, not optative, or present tense like that in the commentary or atakata. So commentary that comment. So given the reason why a present tense should be, or why present tense should not be here like that. So given the reason, so the in this case, because of that should be present tense, or because of this should be optative. In this, we need to, we can understand with the help of the commentary. Sometimes, with the help of the translation also for the Burmese. So in this way, sometimes we need to take the help of the others. Okay, so now we already formed all of the verbs. So ending in the R and ending in the R. So ending in the O and then ending in the A. These are, common forming, regular forming, regular way of forming, optative verb. So, but for some verb, irregularly, they formed in the optative. So at that time, they have the special verb termination also. So for example, so very common, irregular is root us, right? Root us. So, and also here, base karo, regularly form kariya, kari, kariyong, kariyasi, karisi, kariyata, karita, kariyami, karimi, kariyama, karima, but so irregularly they form also. So irregular but with the optative. The first one is root us. Okay. And then the second one is, root guard. So these two roots are very common. So to form irregularly with the optative verb. So for them, so we need to know the so special optative, so verb termination. Irregular verb. Okay. So for that one, so singular and then plural. and then the person. So second person, and then first person. So in common form, you see, ya or e, but for this special, so only ya we use, ya. But sometime before the ya, it is inserted. So ya, okay. And then for plural, also yo, not yo, okay, for special. And then sometime, so it is inserted. Ya, yo. Ya, yo. So the same way for the second person singular. So it is inserted. So ya si, ya si, ya si or ya si. The same way. So ya ta or ya ta, ya ta, ya ta. Okay. Ya, yo, ya si, ya ta, ya mi, ya ma. For the first person. So for the first person, ya mi, singular. The same way, ya ma. So these are special, so verb termination for the special optative verb termination for the irregular verbs. So especially, root as and the root car. Root car. So here root car. So format as a, regular form also. Kariya, kari, kariyo, kariya si, kariya ta, kariyami, karimi, kariyama, karima. So now, so that root car, how to form? Let's get started. So root car, to the root car, this ya, for the that person singular. Okay. So, and then here for this form, it is inserted. So we have the so kariya, kariya, riya. So at that time here, so consonant shaping happen, moving happen. So in this form, so ra, and the ya change their position as a yara. So this ra take place, ya, and then this ya take place of the ra. So that is fine. So that one is called the metathesis. Metathesis as a grammatical term or maybe linguistic term. Metathesis we call changing their position, but easy to understand, easy to remember. Changing their position we can see. So now, so instead of ra, ya. Instead of ya, ra. So we have the kayira form. Okay, kayira form. So this formula is important to remember. Ra and ya changing their position. So now if you understand this point, the other form also you can understand. So for example, that was in plural. Rukar and the yong. So here also it is inserted. So we have the firstly kari yo. Okay, and then change it in this way. So raya change to the yara. So that is why, you know, kari yo, okay, ro. Maybe that is slip of the tongue because of time. Slip of the tongue. So maybe some mother tongue or some other tongue, you know, ra sound and ya sound are very changeable. Ra ya. They are like the, you know, look like the retro flap. Ra ya. So in some, so mother tongue, they could not pronounce ra sound. Like some, you know, Chinese or some Taiwanese, they're quite difficult. Maybe some pronunciation, maybe in Spanish, are also difficult for us in this way. So maybe because of that, there's such a, you know, shaping habit. So now that person singular is kayi ra, and then kayi ro plural. So the same way, rukar, so we have the firstly kariyasi, and then changing consonant ra ya to the ya ra. So kayirasi. The same way for the second person plural, kar, nita. So firstly, kariyata, but change kayirata. The same way for the first person, singular. And then from the kariyama, we have the kayirami. Okay, singular. And then plural. So kariyama. From the kariyama, we have so kayirama. So in this way, you know, forming. So if you understand this point, and then if you remember these special vowel termination, so you can form those easily. So kayira, kayiro, kayirasi, kayirata, kayirami, kayirama. So in Parliament easy, you can see. So anomalous forms of to root us. So root us later I will explain. Now root car. So kariyami is a regular form. And then kayirami, you see. Kayirami. And then, so kayirama. And then kayirasi. Then kayirata. And then kayira. And then kayirom, you see. Those are irregular form in this format. So that is why. Now for that root car, so we can have so three forms. For the that was in singular. Your regular form is so kariya, and then contracted form kari, and then irregular form is, you know, kayira. Okay, that is singular. And plural, so kari Yong, and the irregular form is so Kayi Rome. And then that person, second person singular, regular forms are Kariya Si, and the contracted form is Kari Si, and the irregular form is Kayi Rasi. Okay. And plural, that second person plural. Regular form is Kariyata, and contracted form is Karita, and then irregular form is Kayirata. So the same way for the first person singular, regular form Kariyami, contracted form Karimi, and then irregular form, so Kayirami. And then plural, regular form is Kariyama, and then contracted form is Karima, and then so finally irregular form is Kayirama. Okay, so firstly regular form, and then contracted form, and then irregular form. Okay. So any question about this one? A little bit complicated, I think, for you. Before going to the next. Okay.
Pandey, I understand for the verb car, contracted form is probably when you are in the poetic data system to dovetail with the number of syllable. But when are we going to use the regular form, and when are we going to use the irregular form? Is there a sort of a directive?
That those are, prose type also we can form, we can see. And then sometimes in the poetic system also we can see in the Pali Canon. But we are using is not so, fixed. So as you like, you can use.
I see. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, any more question?
We always change Y and R, RIA and GR, so always change it.
In this, no, not always.
Not just always. That's only this form. Just only.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Maybe some rare form also we can see, but commonly to this root guard.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And then any question? So, okay, if no more question, I will continue to the next, because root us is, more complicated than the root guard. So that is why, if you are clear in forming root guard irregularly, so you can understand. So root us, and so that is why, I need to check you clearly understand or not. So now for the root us, so to the root us, that person singular. So we have the two forms. One is insertion, and so here we have the firstly, a C, but at the very beginning, if we see R, that is very confusing with the negation in Pali. That is why, like the, Sandy, a Sandy, so R gets dropped. So here also that R is dropped. Maybe so possible reason. So that is why we have the CER form. Okay. CER form. So two form for the that person singular. Okay, that person singular one form. And then another form. Another form is, without insertion E, only ya. Okay, only ya. So that is why we have the ASIA. ASIA. So now we see the different consonant together. So that is going to be the same. We need to make them assimilated. So now sa ya are assimilated as sa sa. So we have the asa. Okay, asa. But so later one is, this asa also one more step change to the asa by shortening this R to the R. But for that one, we don't have any possible reason why we could not say. Maybe because of, here, CER, in the CER, C is, how to say, light syllable or light sound. But ya is long one, long sound, heavy sound. So maybe light voice and heavy voice in a single one. So maybe because of that here, so if retain, R form, so the first one is, S, also, heavy sound. And then sa also heavy sound, two heavy syllable or two heavy voice sound. Maybe because of that, later one becomes short. That is supposingly, not sure. So we don't have, certain reason why R become the R. So only this form we use asa. So that is for the that person singular. So we have the two form, siya and the asa. Siya and the asa. So now for plural, so root R's, the first form is, inserted E and the yo. Okay. So here also we have the C yo. But here also, this R is dropped. So we have the C yo form. C yo form. C yo form. Okay. And then another form. The same way. So root R's, but here we don't insert E, only yo form. So now we have the RCO. So here also double consonant, you see, like the sa ya to the sa sa. So we have assimilated, at so. So from the assume also, so ending nasal, so dropped. So that is why we have the, assume form. Okay. This negative gets dropped. So here also no more reason why it is dropped. So that is why for the that basin plural, we have the two forms, si yong and the asu. Okay, si yong and the asu. And then for second person, so singular, so root is us. So actually here, si, right? si. So actually it should be, e inserted and the yasi, right? But here also, so this C, we don't use, get dropped. So only a C, yeah. Look like the that person singular. Very irregular, that is why at the very beginning I introduced root us is quite irregular. So from the ASIA, so R gets dropped. So that is why we have the CR form. So the same way another form, so root us, and then so ERC. So here ERC also that's C, we don't use. Silent. Oh, sorry. Here no E inserted, sorry. So we have the, Asia. So, and then Asa, and then, so Asa. The same as the, not person singular, Sia, Asa, two form. So that is why, second person, singular is the same as the that person singular, Sia, and the Asa. So, and now second person, so plural. So root us, but we don't use insertion, only one form. Ya, ta, only ya, ta. So now we have the asyata. So saya to the sasa. So asata. And then here also, this are like the, asa to the asa. This are also become, short. So we have the asata. Okay, asata. Only one form. Only one form. Now, first person, singular, So root as, the past form is yami. Yami. So now we have the asi yam. So this e get dropped, and then this ma also change to the negative. So that is why and asi yam. That before the negative, this becomes short. So asi yam, and then this also get dropped. So that is a final form. We use si yam, only si yam. So that is why here, instead of the yami, in this case, we can understand, just yam form. Just yam form. Okay. So here also, instead of the yata, so only yata form we use in this way. So the same way for the third person, second person also, instead of the yasi, only ya for iya or ya. So we can note it in this way to remember easily. So, and then another form is root as, and then without, inserting. So here directly I will use yam to skip some more step. So now we have the RCM. Okay. So RCM to the SM. So this SM form. So that is for the first person singular. So one form is CN, another form is SM. Okay, CN, SM in this way. So, and then now last one. So first person, plural. So root as, and then, yama. Yama. So we don't use insertion. So now asyama, and then saya become the sasa. So asama. Only one form. Only one form. So now together, so singular form, plural form, and the third person singular is so siya. Another form is asa for plural. So siyo, and the as. And the second person singular, also the same as third person singular, siya, asa. And for second person singular, only a single form, asata. And the first person singular, so CM, SM, and the single form is asama in this way. Siya, asa, siyo, asu, siya, asa, asata, CM, SM, asama. So for the third person plural, I skip one more form. Siyo, asu, so CM. Okay, this one after learning the past tense, I will explain again. Now just CM. Remember, I will skip explaining because so without learning, without knowing the past tense by termination, So quite difficult to understand this form. So very irregular. But so as much as I can, so to be clear to you, I explained. So as much as I can, I try to be systematic, even though they are irregular. Okay, so any question? Yes.
Third person singulars and second person singulars, the two forms are the same, sir.
Yeah, the same. But so, you know, in Pali, you know, subject is different, right? So for example, so siya. At that time, siya is that person singular. But if you see duan siya,
yes.
so at that time, that will be clear, right?
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Any more question? No more question. So quite clear to you, I hope. Okay, so if no more question, so let me stop here. So by saying sadhu. Okay. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bante.
Welcome.
Thank you, Bande.
Sadhu
Yes,
Bante.
Good night, Bande.
Good night.